In this video, I'll show you 5 genuinely useful Claude Code projects you can build with a single prompt. Real business MVPs, not toy demos. Alright guys, before we begin, I want to mention that all of those projects are made with just a single Claude Code prompt, so if the design is not right or some small part of the functionality is broken, that is why. But yeah, I think for just a prompt with 5-6 sentences, it did a pretty good job. First one is the Invoice Tracker. Here we have our dashboard where we can see the monthly spendings of the invoices that we currently have, the current invoices for the month, the average amount of the invoice, and the top vendor. And here we have some more charts and analytics. You can post and check them out. And here we can actually upload an invoice. So let me get a mock invoice and upload here. Here is our new invoice. Let's click parse. And as we can see, it automatically detects the vendor name, invoice number, invoice date, category, and all the other mandatory fields. So I can edit them here myself. But for the purpose of this video, I'll just click save invoice, and it says a few other required fields. So yeah, I forgot the category here. Let's say just marketing, save invoice, potential duplicate detected. Yeah, because previously I tested with this. So I'll just put another name, something random. I'll change one of the numbers, click 1, and then click save invoice. And we can see that our invoice is saved successfully. Let's see in the invoice list. And yeah, here is it. The price is correct, the category is correct, everything looks correct. And if we click view details, we can see all the details here. So yeah, pretty cool. Here we have different filters, by the way, date from, date to. This can be very useful to a company that is just starting out or has to scale, because not all the companies out there have a budget for those expensive invoice tracking tools. At number 2, we got meeting processor. So basically, let's first check the new meeting tab. Here we can input the meeting title, date, attendees, and the notes or transcript of the meeting, and it will transform it to us like this. So let me show you how it looks in details. We can click view all. Let's look at the test one that I've created, and here we can see the summary. It's actually bigger. I don't know why it doesn't show the full one, but as I said, those are just one prompt project, so still. We have our action items, which are labeled with medium, high, and low. In terms of priority, we have key decision open questions, but I haven't added anything yet. Here we have the topics discussed. Full notes. Oh, here is it on the full notes. I haven't explored it out, to be honest. Here we can export it as markdown. Here we have a history. Here we have the total meetings, the total action items, the completed ones, and completion rate. So if I go to action items, we can see they're here. We have to do, in progress, and done. And let's, for example, make this on done. Let's see if it updates the completion rate and completed are updated. Pretty cool. Over your meetings analytics. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Here we can also search meetings. Yeah, this can be very useful for companies also, because I've had clients who just want their meetings to be automatically handled, so transcribed, the action items should be put in their CRM, etc. But if you can make this like a unified CRM and put all the meetings, action items, and everything here, I think it would be even easier. So yeah, I think this is very, very good use case right here. Moving out to number 3, we have our lead score. So this is basically an AI-powered B2B lead scoring and analysis tool. It's pretty straightforward. As the name suggests, you just upload leads and it scores them by different criteria. You can see the optional columns, and the required column is just a company name. Let's imagine that under the hood it has integrated different tools like Apollo or some other APIs that enrich those leads. So let's test it out. I will now make a test CSV and drop it right here. So my CSV was uploaded successfully. We can see we have the number of total leads, average score, hot leads, warm leads, cold leads, and conversion potential. So here I can filter by hot, warm, and cold. I can export this CSV, and I can also check them out here. If I click on some, I can see the details, industry, and everything. I think this is pretty cool. To be honest, I haven't seen a tool that does exactly this, like those kind of lead scoring and qualification, but I don't think I need to explain why this can be helpful to companies. Literally all companies need leads, so yeah. At number 4 we have customer support email drafter. I think this is also self-explanatory why it can be useful to some companies, especially for those who have constant inquiries. So let's check what we have here. We have quick load example. We can choose a template from here. I'll just choose refund request. Customer name, let's do John Smith. Customer email, I'll just put my email. You know what, let's write a real complaint. I wrote this message: I was not satisfied with your services at all. I want a refund ASAP. So I acted as a very angry customer. I've put my company name. Product mentioned is dental services. Let's imagine that we've installed this SaaS for a dental clinic. Issue category is billing. Response tone apologetic, because as we can see the customer is very angry, and it crafted those emails for us. So draft A, draft B, and draft C. On draft A we have sincere apologies, refund processing. Yeah, you can pause and read the emails. I won't read them all by now. I'll just scroll so you can see them fully. I think with some iteration it does a pretty good job, and it can be a real time saver for the customer support team of some companies. We have the subject, the body, and the suggested action to do. We can also copy the email, and let's say I like this email and I want to use it. Let's click on use this one. Draft saved to history. Let's go to the history. Here is our draft. We have actions, draft type, detail, tone, category, everything that we need. We have some filters here. Let's click view actions. So we have all the details also here. We can potentially extend this SaaS to directly send the emails, but as I'll say again, these are just single prompt projects, which is very mind-blowing to with single prompt to be created a project like this one. If our customer support already have some fixed messages on site, we can use them. As we can see with variables, pretty useful. We can make it for much cheaper than the enterprise tools out there. This gives us the advantage to use this for small to medium businesses. And finally, at number 5 we've got the competitor intelligence SaaS. So let's see what we have here. We have 4 mock companies. We have report history and compare. So on the dashboard we can see them, we can generate our analysis, and you see what happens here. So competitive threat ranking, market positioning, etc. Here we have Salesforce strengths, opportunities, threats, weaknesses, also Pipedrive, the 2 companies that I've just selected. We have the feature comparison metrics here. You can export this as Markdown. I genuinely believe this would be pretty useful for very specific type of businesses. Yeah, this is definitely interesting SaaS that we have here. We can also custom compare it right here. Same, we have the feature matrix also here. Thinking that this was built with the power of just 1 prompt just really blows my mind. Yeah guys, that will be it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this one, drop a comment down below. You can like and subscribe, it really helps me a ton, and see you in the next one.